Hello there, welcome to the show. If you like bowling like I do, then you might like this episode. I am a really big fan of bowling video games. Of course, the Wii Sports entries of the bowling come to mind with its easy motion control, so it's easy to bowl strikes like that, or with a wave of the hand or whatever. Well, anyway, Neo Geo owners also got a bowling game, although it's more arcadey in presentation, but fun nonetheless. And it is League Bowling for the Neo Geo, and that will be today's episode. So how about we roll those fancy credits and get to bowling some strikes, or hopefully getting some spares at least. So let's get to it. League Bowling was released in 1991 for the Neo Geo. Well, anyway, getting right down to it, there are 3 modes of play to choose from. For the entirety of this review, I played in regulation mode, which is basically, the perfect game is 300, and do as good as you can, as in all modes. And also there are 2 other modes that I briefly played, although I spent a lot of time playing the regulation mode. But the other 2 modes are Flash, where certain values will flash on a randomizer during the time the bowler throws your shot or your try. If you get a strike or a spare, if you get a strike when the ball hits, depending on which number set the randomizer is on, will be that point value, from as low as 100, or I should say from as low as 50 for a spare and 100 for a strike, to as high as 300 for 1 strike and 200 for 1 spare. I actually got that once, I think. It was pretty cool. But yeah, and also, there's also Strike 90. And that is also played like the regular game, except that a strike adds 90 points and a spare will add 60 points. And then apparently 30 points are awarded in case you do what's called awesome, a field goal, which is you throw the ball in between the 7 and 10 pins. And of course, before you play, you can choose how heavy the ball you want as well, which is kind of cool. Of course, as you see, this game came out to the Neo Geo CD as well as the cartridge-based AES and the arcade MVS. And what's cool is I do have this. I first played this game as part of my Neo Geo X, and as you know, the Neo Geo X was a kind of a handheld Neo Geo, but sadly it did not do as well and was discontinued. But I played that version all the time on the bus ride home from work a couple years back, and I thought it was really cool. So I was happy to get this game on the Neo Geo CD. So yeah, it's a really, really fun game, and it's very quick. It's nice as it's quick enough. You can easily get a couple games off in a very low amount of time. Although I do have a couple minor gripes. Of course, because this isn't exactly Wii bowling, of course, so it's not as intuitive. But basically, you have this really fast-moving aiming thing first that shows you how you can curve your shot, and even trying to get a straight shot can be very difficult, because as you can see by this footage, like that, the aiming reticule goes very fast. So hopefully you gotta you have to guess. Okay, you gotta stop it as close as you think you can to your aim that you want to aim for, and then And then after that, there's a power meter, and that's not as bad. But that's a little bit easy to control your power. But you can go lesser power to reach those hard shots. And also the animations when you get a strike or a spare, or even if you get like a gutter after you just pull the strike, those animations, those expressions from your character are pretty humorous to see and watch. It's kind of nice to like, yeah, strike, but then no gutter ball, blah. So it's kind of humorous to see those expressions. And also, if you do good enough to reach their top 10 or whatever for each game mode, at the end you get like a nice little confetti, like, yay, you made it. But of course, you might think, oh hey, I made first place. And it's like you made like 10th or like 8th, and like, what? No. But with even the controls for the way they are, I know on my Neo Geo X version I was able to do good enough that I did actually crack the top 10, the top 5. Heck, I think I even made number 1 a couple of times. But I think my League Bowling game is a little off, even for this review, because I think in all the games, I think I only cracked like the bottom, like number 10 or something. But it was pretty fun, and I really enjoyed capturing the footage for this review as well. If you're looking to pick this game up, it is on many downloadable services. And I believe it might even be on, I could have sworn I saw it on if you have a Nintendo Switch, it is on the Nintendo Switch eShop as well. And it might be on the PlayStation 4 or the Microsoft shops, but I'm not as sure, so you might have to check on that. But yeah, I like bowling, and I like doing it in real life. And of course, I loved other games such as Wii Sports Bowling and other games like that. So I really like, granted, I know the controls could be a little bit better, but then again though, once I really think about it, it was made, that game was made for arcade play. So it's meant to be fast to keep you playing and to usher the next, so you can pop in more quarters and have more people play it. But hey, it's good stuff. I really like it. So of course, my recommendation scale is highly recommended. And as always, if you live in or around South St. Paul, Minnesota, or in Minnesota, or in that Minnesota Twin Cities metro area, please give my good friends at Level Up Games a look. Again, here, and they have 2 locations I've mentioned. Here's one of them. Here's one of the pictures of what they look like, and there's one of the addresses. Hello. And then, doodaloo. Here's the other location picture, and the other address. Doodaloo. Hello. Gotta love that post-production awesomeness. And if seeing this on YouTube, awesome. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you like what you see, please do so. And also, I have an Instagram and Twitter account, as well as a Facebook fan and group page. And that stuff's down below as well. Hello. Oh, I also forgot to mention that Level Up, besides video games, they have collectible card games, they got tabletop board games, they have graphic novels and comic books, and also fun, awesome stuff. So make sure you give them a look too. After as I just gave you those addresses, so yay! And of course, Level Up does not pay me to endorse them in any way. They're just a good they're a good store to go to. So yes. So anyway, with that said, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for another episode of Power Up.
Great shot!
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.